This video is going to be about a highly discussed topic, and it is the Wago wire connectors. Now these are the lever locks, which Wago makes two different connectors. They make just a push-in style, which take those and throw them in the garbage. And they make these, which has a little lever. They're called lever locks. Now I've done a lot of remodeling. I'm doing a huge kitchen remodel right now, and I'm starting to do the wiring. So I bought a pack of these. These will come, I think there's 5 in there. I think they come 3, and I also have a 2-wire connector right there. So I've debated over whether or not I should use them or not. So I've called 2 local electricians. Both are master certified electricians, and I talked to them both about these lever locks. They both said the push-in style with no lever, absolute total garbage. They said if you want your house to burn down, go ahead and use those. The lever locks, they both said are a little better, but neither one of them recommend them. Neither one of them will use them in a house, even if the homeowner asks for them. That was quite interesting. Now, I also said, do you get service calls and find out that someone has used these and that is a problem? One electrician said 1 out of about every 10 calls is a call on a remodeler, like a fly-by-night guy came in, he did some wiring, and they find usually not these, it's usually the push-in ones. They found some that are heated up and melted. Some people have complained about lights flickering, and some of the new recessed lights will come with these right in the J-box. And homeowners will put them in not knowing any difference, and it makes for a loose connection. So they take out all the Wago locks and twist wire with one of these kind of old-fashioned twist wire insulated caps, and voila, no more flickering, no more problem. So I'm just going to tell you guys what I've found out on the internet, what the 2 electricians told me. They said do not use these. I believe they are UL listed, and I believe they are NEC as well. However, you cannot use them in commercial application anywhere. You can also not use them on any 20 amp circuit. So if these are approved for commercial and 20 amp, then that tells me these are much better. If these are for residential use only and 15 amp or less, well then it's obvious that these are subpar compared to the standard insulated wire nut. I'm just going to show you how they work. On the back there's a little stripper gauge, tells you how much to strip your wire. And then these, you just lift this lever up, and it doesn't lift up real easy. It is kind of hard to lift up. And I believe they accept down to 12 gauge wire. I believe it's 22 gauge to 12 gauge. And you're going to stick the wire all the way in and flip the lever down. Just like that. And you can pull on it pretty hard and it does not move. However, see how that spins? It spins very easily. I mean real easily. And so I rotated it around 6-7 times. It's so loose now I can feel it wobbling around in there. So imagine you put these together and you kind of jam them into your J-box, get them out of the way. Well, how many times has this bent and wiggled all around by the time you get it in position? So now you have a loose connection. Like I said, I could probably maybe pull that out of there, but it is really loose. One nice thing is these come apart super easy. And if you look at the copper, see if you can see it. You can see the mark right there. It's only crimped by one little spot. I mean, it's tiny. It's a 32nd of an inch, and there's barely a nick in the wire. So you can't tell me that's a good connection. Now, like I said before, both electricians said the regular push-in style, total garbage, throw them away, and both of them said if you want a house fire, go ahead and use those. Neither one of them recommended these. They both said use the traditional wire nuts. And they did say the ones that you can buy at like Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot, they don't use those, but they said they are proof residential. They use one that's called, it's made by 3M, and I can't find that in the store, but I'm going to start looking for them. And they said the 3M winged, which means it's kind of got a wing here on both sides, wire nuts are the best ones to use. So basically, you got to have your wires. Now, this is the harder way to do it. Like I said, the Wagos they're easy, they're fast, but the easy and fast doesn't always mean better. So these have to be perfectly lined up. Stick this all the way into your wire nut. Start twisting. And I give it a couple twists so that the wires actually wrap around each other. Now if you want to be real anal, some guys will electric tape this. We'll start down here, tape it all the way up. And what I found during my research is that when you stuff this into your J-box, you want to leave your cap like this, so that in the case there is any moisture build up in the box, it's not going to puddle up inside the cap. So some people will shove this in there and kind of twist it around, and it winds up in your J-box like this. Well, if you have moisture get into your J-box for whatever reason, who knows, it's going to puddle up inside the cap. So it makes total sense. Shove them inside your J-box and make sure, you can bend them kind of out of the way. Keep them up like that. So that's my opinion, kind of review, discussion on these Wago nuts versus the traditional wire nut. What I found out, the information that I've given you, hopefully it's helpful. And if you're going to do it yourself remodeling type projects, I wish you luck, and thanks for watching.